A Nassau travel agent is accused of scamming dozens of people out of over $50,000 for vacations that were never booked.
When people do the most, I do the analysis. Let's go. Dream vacations can become nightmare memories when something goes wrong. But what if they were never real to begin with? Today we're looking at the shocking story of a New York travel agent accused of selling vacations that didn't even exist and leaving clients stranded, confused, and out of thousands of dollars.
A Nassau travel agent is accused of scamming dozens of people out of over $50,000 for vacations that were never booked. Police say Tavia Thomas, the owner of Destiny Travel in East Meadow, received over $35,000 from 9 people for a Royal Caribbean cruise. But when they showed up to the port, they learned their tickets were fake. Police say the Hempstead woman also never booked the resort venues for a destination wedding after 2 victims paid her $5,000. Both incidents happened in July of 2024, and that following September, police say she was paid $10 grand to book a birthday party trip to the Dominican Republic for 50 people and never paid for the accommodations.
47-year-old Tavia Thomas operated a travel agency called Destiny Travel New York, located in East Meadow, New York. For years, she marketed luxury cruises, destination weddings, and family vacations, promising stress-free travel and memorable experiences. But in July of 2024, 9 clients paid Tavia Thomas over $35,000 for what they believed were legitimate tickets on a Royal Caribbean cruise departing from Bayonne, New Jersey. When the group showed up to the cruise terminal, they were told that their bookings were fake and that the cruise they paid for didn't even exist. Imagine arriving at the port, excited for your vacation, only to be told that your trip was never booked. And that wasn't all. Investigators say that Thomas also took thousands of dollars for other trips that never materialized. Over $7,000 for a destination wedding, never booked. Over $10,000 for a family trip to the Dominican Republic, no accommodations paid. In total, prosecutors say Tavia Thomas collected over $50,000 from multiple clients for trips that never happened. And worse yet, her victims never got refunded. So exactly how did Tavia Thomas pull this off? Well, according to police, Thomas accepted payments by cash, check, or electronic funds transfer. Then she gave her clients confirmation documents that looked real, but they weren't tied to actual bookings. This scammer invested in a professional-looking website and confirmation documents that appear legitimate, especially to her unsuspecting victims who were too excited about booking their dream vacation. Unfortunately, they would only enjoy those vacations in their dreams. Travel scams rely on trust, so Tavia Thomas used official-looking documents to convince her victims that the trip is real. On January 6, the Nassau County Police Department arrested Tavia Thomas on charges including grand larceny and a scheme to defraud. In New York, grand larceny in the 3rd degree is a Class D felony, and that involves stealing property over $3,000, and it carries a potential sentence from probation up to 7 years in prison, with no mandatory minimum for first-time offenders, but it's a 2 to 4 year minimum for repeat felons. Grand larceny in the 4th degree is a Class E felony. It's punishable by up to 4 years in prison, and prison time increases for repeat offenders. New York's scheme to defraud in the 1st degree is a Class E felony, and it carries penalties up to 1 1/3 to 4 years in prison, probation up to 5 years, conditional discharge, or significant fines. Now, these crimes do usually result in prison time, especially when you have prior convictions, and the courts consider factors like the victim count. By no one's surprise, Tavia Thomas pleaded not guilty in court to all charges, and she's set to appear in court again next month. For many families who had the misfortune of meeting Tavia Thomas, the emotional toll has been steep, especially when trips were booked for special occasions like weddings, graduations, and milestone birthdays. One woman said, "My daughter graduated and we were supposed to celebrate, but instead we were turned away at the pier." A reporter from the Shade Room spoke with one of Thomas's victims, Denise Paris Horton, to learn more about the impact of Thomas's alleged actions. She told Justin Carter, "Final payment comes," and I'm like, "Okay, where's the reservation number?" And she's like, "Well, the resort had a child that got electrocuted in the pool, and now they have mold." And I'm like, "What? What is going on?" Perez Horton was then informed that the reservation was moved to another resort, though they still did not receive flight or hotel confirmations. And when she called the resort, she learned that the business never got the booking from Thomas. Whether you're booking a cruise or any vacation, here are a few red flags to watch for. You want to confirm bookings directly with the cruise line or the hotel. Check the Better Business Bureau for business reviews. Get booking reference numbers from the provider, not just the agent. And use a credit card for protections. A lot of victims were told that the agent was certified or endorsed, but accreditation doesn't always guarantee legitimacy. This is a stark reminder to double check your travel reservations and protect your hard-earned vacation dollars. If you think you were affected by this travel agent, Nassau County Crime Stoppers is asking you to come forward. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who can use this message. Leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts about this vacation travel scammer. Meet me in the comments. We can continue the conversation there.